Welcome to the Kindness Revolution. I'm in Antigua, Guatemala, and I'm going to go on a bike ride. It's a 33-minute fire talk, fantastic inspirational rejuvenation experience.
This is the third try at putting the camera on the bike. Gonna go for a ride and I'm gonna have a little chat with you. So relax, get a cup of coffee, and we're gonna have some fun. Today I want to say that we broke through 15,900 ambassadors of kindness, and that number keeps changing every day. And it reminds me of in the 70s when I worked for McDonald's as a short while as a teenager. And I can brag to say I have one of the highest grossing hours in McDonald's history because in those days it was in Corbin Village in Los Angeles. Ray Kroc, the owner, lived a couple miles away. It was his baby restaurant, his favorite. And we had 20 registers. Nowadays, McDonald's have 2, 3, maybe 4. We had 20. And at lunchtime, hundreds and hundreds of people would line up for a very small menu: hamburger, cheeseburger, double hamburger, double cheeseburger, Big Mac, and fries. And I ran in the 70s a $600 hour on the grill. So, but the reason I bring that up is I'm hoping that the 15,900 counter on worldkindnesslist.com starts ticking away like that, because we're going to put 16,000 plus on the counter, so I don't have to change it all the time. It's supposed to be updated automatically. But anyway, I want to brag about the 16,900 ambassadors that are part of this kindness revolution. They are some fantastic human beings. They truly are. They see the vision that kindness is the answer to all the world's problems. Be kind to yourself, others, and the planet is the solution. First, I'd like to brag about John Paul DeJoria, the billionaire philanthropist. I've interviewed him on both my podcasts, The Complete Guide to Happiness, and the new one, Global Kindness Federation, and where we talk about solutions for the world's problems. Now, JP feeds 17,000 people a day in Africa. He's going to feed a lot more with the new supplement they have. I think it's a pill that if you take it, it gives you all the nutrients and vitamins you need to live. So it saves lives. He's got the foundation, World Peace and Happiness Foundation, family funded, like mine. and he's just a great human being. I used to be his part-time captain on his yacht, Pirate, back in the day when I had a yacht. And that was fun. He's a great guy. Been to his massive Malibu parties and stayed at some of his, one of his fantastic mansions in Hawaii. That was an experience I'll never forget. Let me just try to adjust this a little bit, just in case it's off kilter. Turn it just a little bit and see if that helps. I can't see, so again, this is test number 3 on the bike. So that's one fantastic humanitarian. Doug Ivanovich, ambassador number 20, produced Live Aid, Farm Aid, World Peace One global concerts, which we're planning one coming up. You'll hear about it. Jim Gale, who's got food forests in Florida, where he's helping teach people how to turn their lawn into a food forest. His food forests can sustain communities. He's a great humanitarian. We've got Saul, Arizona, Colombian, living in Miami, and he has ejet.tech, the future of flying in cities and around the world. You know, it's like the Jetsons, electric. Let me see here. Oh, look, check this out. Can you see this? Semable. I got these signs all over town. So Saul is a great humanitarian. The gyrocopters he's building is going to be the Uber for city travel. Imagine living in a big city, takes hours to get across town, in his silent, economical, maybe third or fourth the price of a helicopter, safest vehicle because they can't crash like helicopters and planes. It's a fantastic way of traveling, and I'm working with him as his global ambassador. Egypt.tech, wonderful. We got a lot of NGOs in our organization, people cleaning water. I spoke at COP27 in Egypt, the most amazing technologies. A lot of them are ambassadors. A lot of people become ambassadors and forget about it, and that's fine. As long as people carry the 3 commitments, kind to themselves, others, and the planet, I'm happy. We don't ask for money. We don't ask for your email unless you want to get a welcome letter. And we don't ask for your WhatsApp unless you want to be in a group. Yesterday, His Royal Highness Akbar Ali from Indonesia became an ambassador of kindness. And right away, I love when people say, how can I help? There's a few people that say, what's in it for me? But when you say, how can I help? That means you get the vision. And he, just on his own, said he's going to publish some articles, invite me to Thailand to speak in front of a world audience for his organization, World Meet, I believe it's called. That was pretty cool. I had one guy who wanted to be a director, but his first question was, what's my remuneration? I had to write back saying, sorry, you're not the right fit for us. You know, obviously people get paid if they're going to be teachers in our university, but the first question is, how much are you going to get paid? Not a right fit. And not a right fit. We want people to, because we got 16,900 plus ambassadors, all volunteers. No one's getting paid. I'm not getting paid. This is my gift to the world. I don't want to get paid. And the university is going to be free. The International Kindness University will be an online virtual campus, free. We're going to encourage apprenticeship training because I think a lot of people, their college degree didn't do much good. But apprenticeships, to learn how to be a farmer, to learn how to be a mechanic, to learn a trade, I think is very valuable in today's world. Obviously, you can't really be an apprenticeship lawyer, but in my theory, if you learn everything about law, more than some lawyers who passed the bar barely, maybe, or got a college degree barely, or maybe by cheating, but if you know more than a lawyer does, he probably will want to hire you at a very good salary because you have the answers. It's all about knowledge. The more you know, the easier your life is, and the more valuable you are to others, to society, to yourself. So it's very important to learn, to thirst for knowledge. Americans, I'm an American, seem to want to skirt school, ditch school, show up late for school, leave early from school, as well as work. The secret to success is to show up early to work or school and leave after the shift or the class. Because then you're learning more and you're showing that you're dedicated. But people are lazy. People don't have time to even watch this video. So that's why my shorts are getting more popular. Every day I put out a motivational quote, as you all know. And so I remember this corner right here. They had a nice event. Diablo, it was the Devil Days. And I made a video for that. I make a lot of videos. Because a lot of people can't travel to Antigua or Egypt or Turkey or Mexico or the United States. So I've got 2,800 plus videos showing you what life is like on the other side of the planet, or around the corner, down the street, across the bridge. In the distance there, if you can see it, is volcano Agua. She's dormant. We do have a live volcano here in Antigua. It's called Fuego, which is the Spanish word for fire. And my inspirational talks are called Fire Talks, which stands for Fantastic Inspirational Rejuvenation Experience. So if you're watching this video while you're on a treadmill, that's kind of cool. If you're watching it or listening to it, I'm not sure if I'm on Spotify. My podcasts are on Spotify, just so you know. The Complete Guide to Happiness and Global Kindness Federation, both on Spotify. as well as YouTube. I got lots of advice. I had a radio show in Los Angeles for a year, interviewing people. It was about life, love, and the pursuit of happiness. I had a TV show in Belize about life, love, and pursuit of happiness. Because that's what we're here for, right? To be happy. And being kind is a great step towards happiness. Well, I tell you, it really works. I'm trying to think of any other ambassadors that come to mind. They get mad because I don't call them. I go, I can't call 16,900 people every week. I'm sorry, just can't do it. But when you call me, which is fantastic, I usually answer, or I call you back because I believe in speaking. My motivational quote the other day was on words. Words matter. Words have power. Words can heal. Words can hurt. So every day I put motivational quotes from famous people in history and myself. All free. That's the problem. People don't respect free. If you paid $5 a month for the quotes, you'd watch them every day. But because they're free, it's like, they're free. Well, it's not worth anything. But I'm changing the consciousness of the planet, and we're trying to at least, to know that kind people are strong people. Kindness is not a weakness, it's a strength. To believe in yourself, to be kind to others. You know, it's a battle, but it's my biggest battle of my life. I've worked in over 100 fields. Really never found a challenge running companies, starting charities. Never really found a challenge till now. My challenge is to save our planet from the insanity of humanity. It's insane. And it has been that way since the beginning of man. For some reason, we're a warring species. And that's not a good thing. We should be a peaceful species. What can you do? You can only do what you can do. Like Princess Grace said when I was living in Egypt, I heard her say, I'm just one little person in my little corner of the world trying to do good. I used the same quote in Egypt when I lived in Egypt. So I'm getting my exercise today and exercising my Fifth Amendment, the right to free speech. I think you'll find most what I say, if not all, logical. Because logic, science, and 486,000 people who have heard about the kindness revolution agree with me. Kindness is the answer. Kindness is the path to a better future. And kindness doesn't detract from your personal life or your professional life. It enhances it. It does not detract, it enhances. So when you get, but here's the deal. We're starting with the children. 2 decades from now, they'll be indoctrinated onto the 3 commitments to kindness. And they're going to be successful, happy, useful citizens. Like Arnold Schwarzenegger wrote in his book, Be Useful. Well, to be useful is to love yourself. To be useful is to love all others. To be useful is to love our Mother Earth. Be useful. If anybody knows Arnold, have him give me a call. I really like to meet him, shake his hand. I love meeting successful people, congratulating them on their success. Because, most people are fearful of success. Because when you're successful, there's only one way down. There's only one way out, and that's down. And so they prefer just to chill. I had a friend who was a grip, and he was a great grip in the movie business, and he got all kind of promotions that would have given him money, but he said, no, I just want to be a grip. His whole life, all he wanted to be was a grip. And fantastic, he raised a family, had a home. So that was the end of the road on this one. Hola, se amable. So yeah, it's great to not have to be miserable about not being successful. I knew this lady years ago. She was a singer, as my mother was, and as I try to be. And she was a very successful singer, but she was backup. She made a ton of money in the 70s, but she cried herself to sleep at night because she wasn't Barbara Streisand. She wasn't a major star. That's sad. You know, people, they say 70% of people are depressed. Well, my theory is they're depressed because they're thinking about the negative shit that happened to them in the past, which is the past. Gracias. There's a thumbs up. They're thinking about the negative shit that might happen, like they won't get the job, the girl, the guy, the promotion, they won't lose weight, they won't make the money they need, they won't get the fancy car, all the negative shit, instead of thinking that all that will happen. Or they're thinking how miserable they are. And I tell people, the other day this guy said, I have no money, I have a family, I lost my home. He listed all the bad things. I said, okay, you have a family that loves you. You have 2 legs and 2 arms. You can walk and use your arms. You have sight and hearing. A lot of people, millions of people don't have those things. Be grateful that you're alive. My girlfriend died about 3 months ago. She's no longer on the planet. That's a bummer. It's terrible. Very sad. I've had a lot of death in my family. 3 sets of parents, natural, foster, and step, all died. Cousins, uncles, friends, a lot of them commit suicide. You know it's against the law to commit suicide? What do they do when you do that? Do they arrest you after you've killed yourself? Anyway, it's the insanity of humanity. We've got to make a change. 2026 is year 1 in the kindness revolution, because 2026 in numerology, root number is 1. And the number 1 stands for new beginnings and leadership. That's what we need. We need leadership for the new beginning of mankind, a peaceful existence on the planet. And you want to hear a really sad story? Doug was pitching to the United Nations a foundation called World Peace One. And he had Nelson Mandela on the phone, and another big dignitary. And they came back to him a day or 2 later and said, we can't endorse it. And he was shocked. And I'm shocked. And you're probably shocked to hear this. And the reason they couldn't endorse it was because it had the word peace in it. And the word peace today's insanity, is politicized. So they couldn't endorse a word that was politicized. But here's the fantastic news. Kindness has not yet been politicized. And being invited to be part of the United Nations, which looks imminent, I'm very happy to say that there's not an organization in all the United Nations, a global organization like mine, that is about kindness, that endorses kindness, that promotes kindness. That is fantastic news. Anyway, so if you've been listening this long, bless your heart. I think you might want to share it with someone, because I think it's pretty good advice. I'm sorry, did I say good? Slap me when I say good. I think it's fantastic advice. When you say the word fantastic, it forces you to smile. You can't say it without smiling. And typically when you hear it, it makes you smile. That smile releases endorphins, dopamine, and serotonin, these neural messaging units in your brain that make you feel fantastic. It also reduces stress, anxiety, and depression. The acronym being SAD. Did you know that SAD, I made it up, stands for stress, anxiety, and depression? In my 71 years, I never heard SAD acronym. So I gotta believe I made it up. Whether I did or not doesn't matter. I feel good thinking that I'm the only one that thought of sad being stress, anxiety, and depression. But every morning I wake up, how can I make the world a better place? What can I do? The university is going to be fantastic. The kindness classes are fantastic. They've been already running. The kindness club for kids, eco art, and kindness being taught to children. The hospital anti-sad program, that's working here in Antigua. The kindness sign program, I would prove that concept in Belize. There's a guy making money for himself, not for me, not for the organization, for himself, by taking trash, boards, prawns, painting "Be Kind," putting Belize on it, San Pedro, Belize, and selling them. These signs are all over the world now. There's 300 "Be Kind" signs that I put up in Belize alone. But so the "Be Kind" sign program can make you money with no investment. Putting "Be Kind" on cookies, they'll sell. I've proved that here. We're also going to be giving out grants to, I call them microloans. And, from $10 to $50 typically, get someone started, for a person, to buy a product and sell it, and then buy another one and sell it. And the money doesn't get given back to us. It's a gift. It's a grant. What they have to do, first they have to become an ambassador of kindness. And then when they're ready to pay back the loan, the grant, they pay it forward. They give it to someone else who needs the money. Isn't that beautiful? So that I think of things like that in the middle of the night and think, okay, the kindness news reporting. That's fantastic. Students or anyone with a camera, even without one, can go out and report on kind acts going on in the world. They could interview people that are doing wonderful things for humanity. There's enough negativity out there. We don't need another negative news broadcast. So we issue a press pass, teach you how to get admittance to the event for free, which normally you would have to pay money, I'm sure. Doesn't have to be anything fancy. You don't need a microphone, just need a camera or your pencil and paper, write the article. And we've got reporters now in Egypt, Guatemala, Spain. I think we have one in Spain. England. I know we have one there. Where else? A couple other places. So, looks like I made a full circle here. There's so many programs we have. They're all listed at worldkindnesslist.com. The new website being built right now, today as we speak, is kindnessnewsnetwork.org. You'll get a login. You'll apply. You'll get your press pass. You'll be able to upload videos and articles. And you'll be able to share the kindness that's going on in your community. Share it with the world. The world needs to see it. We need to give a shining light, spotlight, to all those fantastic people doing wonderful things for our planet. Conventions like COP, boy, there's thousands of people gathering, paying money so they can show everyone in the world what fantastic things they're doing to help clean the water, clean the environment. They got atmospheric scrubbers now. These big things that suck in the CO2 and clean the atmosphere. There's a lot of problems in the world. We're not going to report on the problems. We're going to report on the solutions. That's kind of cool. There's so many more things we're doing. It's hard to keep track. And I think the international NGO status will show the world what's going on. The global concert is going to really be amazing. 24-hour live concert on 7 continents, and all you need is a phone. And the more people that watch your broadcast, the more money we'll give to charity. And we've got the funding for it. So it's all cool. It's all coming together in year 1. You gotta believe in numerology. Because numerology is fascinating. I just recently learned about it. If you you understand that the universe is all numbers. The speed of light is a number. The age of our planet is a number. Your age is a number. It's all about numbers. I love numbers. I was never good at math, but I always loved numbers. I loved math. I love dividing a small number. Hola, 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 hola. Hola! Gracias, gracias. Sometimes they wear their earplugs and get run over by cars. So they can't hear what's going on. Well, anyway, where was I before I almost ran over those girls? So let's do a moment of silence. You ever see those things on 60 Minutes? This moment of silence brought to you by the Foundation for World Harmony. See, I'm killing two birds with one stone. Doing a webcast and getting exercise. I hope this worked. You know, I could probably stop in a few minutes and see that I forgot to push the start button. And that happens. Don't let anything upset you. If it didn't happen, it didn't happen. It's not the end of the world. You know, it would have been nice if this gets recorded and you watch it and enjoy it and share it. But if it didn't, not going to lose sleep over it. You know, my mother died from stress. Stress can kill you. It killed her. Stress is all your fault because you're thinking about too much crap. Think about the positives. You have legs and arms and sight and hearing and life and maybe a love. If you don't love yourself, who's going to love you? So if you don't have a love right now, you're not loving yourself. You're not accepting as you are. You're fat, you're skinny, you're tall, you're black, you're white. Accept what you are. I'm an old, bald guy. Not everyone likes old, bald guys. Luckily, some ladies do. So, you know, and it's not about your looks. A lot of women will love you just for being you. I've proved that over and over again. You know, just be you. Don't put on pretense. Love yourself unconditionally. We all have faults, sure we do. But as long as the fault isn't hurting someone else, you're in good shape. And hopefully it's not hurting you. Why would you want to hurt yourself? You know, we are our own worst enemies. We look in the mirror, my nose isn't right, my lips aren't right. I need a facelift. I need more hair. I need less hair. I need curly hair. I need straight hair. I'm too fat. I'm too skinny. I'm not rich. My eyes are crooked. Come on, people. God damn. You know, I always say if Danny DeVito, short, fat, and ugly, can find love and be happy, anybody can. Amazing. It's like Danny. It's like my other good friend. What's his name? He's really ruggy looking. He always plays the criminal. Hola. What's his name? Danny Trejo. Oh, I know two Dannys. So Danny Trejo, I taught him how to drive this for captain's yacht. It's actually a boat, but not a yacht. He's got Trejo's Tacos now. You can't say he's beautiful. Danny, if you're listening to this, you're not beautiful, you know it, but you got a look. You got a unique look, and I'm sure he's got lots of women, or hopefully a loving wife. Well, I'm going to wrap this up. I hope you enjoyed it. Getting close to Antigua. I don't know. I want to say it's been a half hour I've been talking to you. You know, I could talk like this for hours. Did I tell you I'm being invited to Thailand to give a speech? That'll be kind of fun. 50 different nations, 55 different nations. It's called World Meet. So I've already written a speech. And we'll see what happens. If I don't go, I don't go. If I go, I go. I don't like this stretch of the road because there's bumps here. But again, my videos, my 2,800 plus videos, are not about quality, it's about content. And I think you might agree the content you heard today is pretty much right. I mean, you can't make everyone happy. President of the United States, half the country hates him, half the country loves him. You know, I mean, one person in the last 6 years said I was a scam, and I kind of laughed. I don't ask for money. I don't ask for anything. I just ask for you to be kind. What's the scam? Well, they assume it's a scam because it's free. It's my gift to them. Another day, the guy called and said, "I'm working for you, Dr. Fantastic." I said, "No, no, no. You're not working for me. This isn't for me. This is for you. This is for your family. This is for your community. This is for your country, not for me." So I'm trying to teach our directors. We have 149 countries, but only about 40 directors so far. One day we'll have a director in every country, an admin in every city, spreading the 3 commitments to kindness. And that's the plan. Hope you're involved. If you are, thank you. Give me a comment. Better to send it in an email. A text. I really don't. I just discovered analytics the other day on this phone and realized I had 486,000 people that watch these videos. That's kind of cool. But no, if you want to get a hold of me, text me. Especially if you're not an ambassador, text me your first name, your profession or student, your city, and your email if you want a welcome letter. And you don't even need your phone unless you want me to, unless you're going to text me, of course. 502 plus 502 5531 8892. Now we're on the outskirts of the Antigua here. Nice bike ride. Today I'm going around to the vendors with a group of volunteers, introducing them to the Antigua Talent Show. Imagine it's like America's Got Talent, but for Antigua, for the children. Also free. Also, everyone benefits, the children, the parents, the school, the community, all free. I'll buy the prizes, but we're looking for the vendors to give away coupons or discounts. So every child gets a gift. Every child wins. We don't want children thinking they lost. Everybody's a winner, my book. Everybody's fantastic. So you're only supposed to go with the traffic in the city, and I break the rules every day. But the police pass me every day, and they never say a thing. So maybe because my sign says "Say amabile," be kind, on the front of the bike, so they don't have a nerve to pull me over. And here, up here on the right, another one of my "Say amabile" signs. Let's see if you can see it. See that caution sign there with the E? Hola. See, it says "Say amabile." Just a reminder to be kind. Hope you enjoyed the ride. I certainly did. I'm going to pull over in the shade and see if this recording works. Have a fantastic day. Subscribe, like, and share. This channel is not being monetized. A lot of people say, "Oh, you must be getting rich off your YouTube." Not a dime. Not a dime. Not that I even want a dime. I just want people to be kind. Thanks for watching. Hola. Have a fantastic day. Sound like an old man grunting here.